Welcome to the second half here at the Liberty Stadium. Swansea are losing by 1-0. Manchester United have a 1-0 lead. And Herrera was the goal scorer from the beautiful pass from Schneiderlin. It could have been 2-0 had James Wilson, my apologies, had been able to score. And was saved by the goalkeeper. But no doubt James Wilson will score again. He might even keep Bohemia on the bench, because James Wilson has already played well over the last couple of games. He's playing well again here. Manchester United without a clean sheet so far this season. Romero made a really good save earlier, making a case for one. Down by Smalling, Leon Britton, and he's over the bar. Smalling completely falling asleep there. He was really slow to deal with it. I think Romero probably might have just got there, however, but it'll do. Goes over the bar, and that's all Manchester United will care about. Already lost this season to Tottenham Hotspur. Lost on day one, but Manchester United have really come alive since. And when Aston Villa perked everyone up. They didn't play that badly at Spurs, to be fair, but no goal. He scored. Christian Eriksen was the match winner. As we said, Manchester United will face Liverpool next in that clash at Old Trafford. The most exciting games of the season. Good save by Romero again, though. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to beat Romero when he's in this kind of form. He's let in his goals, but he's also made some stunning saves. And it's going to be a wonder, with tomorrow looming deadline day, if De Gea moves, have Manchester United got anything to worry about? On paper, yes, and it's cleared by Ashley Young off the line. On paper, yes, because David De Gea is much better on paper than Ashley Young. The referee's going to have to stop play. There's an injury. And I think he's rather unlucky, really. He's fell awkwardly. Cleared off the line by, I believe it was probably either Luke Shaw or Ashley Young, as John Joe Shelby comes on for Jack Cork because of the injury. Punts the ball out. Oh, and James Wilson, alert again. James Wilson, good save by the keeper once again. Swansea goalkeeper is keeping out James Wilson, but Wilson is really playing well so far. Very alert, very opportunistic as well. I don't know whether he was supposed to pick that up from the kick, but the referee decided to play go. Matteo Darmian. Look from Schneiderlin to Wayne Rooney. Just a confidence about Manchester United at the moment. Something we haven't seen in quite some time. Oh, Rooney just a little too short playing with Fernandez. Unfortunate, because he was aiming for Wilson. Ashley Young scored against Aston Villa. Good save by Norderveld. He's really making some good saves now. Goal line technology, that is definitely no goal. That's why it's there. Romero and Young almost getting in each other's way. That could have ended in a bit of a disastrous own goal, but fortunately it wasn't the case. It's with the corner, and Fernandez pick it up now. Let's see this. He's got a break on here. And pass to Montero, and the break is stopped by an emphatic Luke Shaw, who's on such great form himself at the moment. Are you? Shaw again, right there. And forces out for a Swansea throw. Great tackles from Shaw back there. Tackled by Schneiderlin. It's a bad pass. The referee says no foul. I don't think he saw it, you know. A foul in the box, possible. There's the pie. Steven past everybody. And Hell deals with him. Here's Montero. Now Tamalu. Tackle from Darmian. He's looked magnificent. Schneiderlin, great pass. Young, great movement. Manchester United are all over Swansea at the moment. They're playing wonderfully. Here's Ashley Young. Good save by the keeper yet again. James Wilson. Oh, and Memphis trying to chest it into the net. It didn't work. Well, Christopher Nordenveld is looking great at the moment. He's conceded that goal, but since then he's made some stunning saves. It's going to be very tough to beat the goalkeepers. They're having their own say in this game. By Blind. Shelby. Gomes. Fernandez. Shelby to Gomes. Ayew. Rangel. Oh, great pass to Ayew. Oh, you're going to be able to get the cross in. No, he's not. Poor cross, really. And this guy, Sergio Romero, is 28. He's got age on his side. And he's also got some stunning saves in his repertoire. And if he's lucky, he might be the guy to keep David De Gea on the bench. Should David De Gea have to stay. But unfortunately for Real Madrid, it does look like he might do. Oof. Isn't a bad idea, you know. There's been no confirmation from Real Madrid all summer. They've had all summer to get David De Gea. They're going for a deadline day, we're going to get him sort of thing. It could be risky, because if this deal falls apart for Real Madrid tomorrow, then they've only got themselves to blame. Oh, Young, brilliant touch. Now James Wilson. James Wilson bursts to the box. I'm loving this James Wilson at the moment. This kid is on a roll. And Herrera. And she's only just being patient. Schneiderlin. Oh, unlucky. Rangel actually got it off Memphis. Sigurdsson goes back to Williams. With a delightful ball, even though it really didn't go anywhere aside from that. Montero, Sigurdsson. And there's Gomes. Shelby. And Lou. Intercepted by Chris Smalling. Schneiderlin, great play. Darmian. All these Manchester United signings are looking fantastic. This is great play. Schneiderlin to Ashley Young. James Wilson's going to be offside. Young played it into the box anyway. Ayew into Sigurdsson. Britton. He's going to be covered by Luke Shaw. Pick off by Rooney, however. Schneiderlin. Darmian. That's a brilliant ball to Memphis. And Herrera just couldn't bring it under control, but he gets the free kick anyway. Manchester United with just such an air of great play around them at the moment. As Wayne Routledge will come on for Montero. A substitution. As Blind will take the free kick. Herrera. Rooney. Good save by Norneveld. He's really keeping his team in it, isn't he? If Swansea get anything from this, they have the goalkeeper to thank. Young with the corner. Norneveld comes out and he grabs it. What good goalkeeping from the goalkeepers today. Fantastic stuff. Rooney. Schneiderlin. Oh, bad pass. And that's a great pass. Gomes. Oh, Smalling right there. Wonderful play. And Manchester United all round today. Best of passes from Smalling, although Young will probably be blamed for losing the ball with a touch like that. Not his fault, no. Ashley Young certainly is still pacey. He's been in a resurgent form. Shelby. Marouane Fellaini, of course. 18 minutes to play, 10 to go. Manchester United still up by a goal to nil. Thanks to Ander Herrera in the first half. Probably should have been 2, but James Wilson was denied by the goalkeeper. Manchester United really should be out of sight, but for the goalkeeper. Norneveld has made some really good saves. Gomes. Shelby. Intercepted by Young and a great turn. Oh, and John Joe Shelby is probably fallen asleep. Ashley Young, he's on a sprint again. Can Ashley Young finish it? It's a great ball. It's going to bobble over James Wilson. I think Herrera got in his way. And it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, unfortunately, James Wilson just can't even pass his own teammates. Delightful ball from Ashley Young. Here's Britain. Gomes. In Routledge. Manchester United concede now. It's going to be really unlucky on them. Just headed out for Smalling, but he got it to Schneiderlin anyway. It would have been safer just to head it out and force a corner. Young is unfortunate, really. Ayew to Britain. Ayew and Britain keep it in amongst themselves. And wide by Britain at the end. Just 4 more minutes to a possible win and clean sheet. First one of the season for them. Been the best at the back. Up front, everyone has been scoring. Everyone except Darren Hemwood, weirdly enough. Romero's over his line. Oof. I was so nervous when that kind of thing happens. Romero, comfortable. Outledge. Good layoff to Britain. And as they're covering in Williams. And, Swansea being wasteful here. Ashley Williams, of all people, even on the act of shooting. Romero, starstruck. Here's Routledge. 3 minutes of added time. Manchester United have been comfortable here. Has to be said. It's been a really good performance, to be fair to them. Just haven't been able to increase the lead because of the magnificence of the Swansea goalkeeper. Picked up by Wilson. Oh, Wilson, wonderful stuff from the youngster James Wilson. Oh, great unselfish play. And a Herrera again. It's over. 2-0. Nando Herrera gets a double, but what great unselfish play from youngster James Wilson. He saw the better opportunity and played it to Herrera beautifully. And Nordevelt is finally beaten for a second time. But James Wilson gets all the credit for me. Wonderful unselfish play. Some kids in that instance would have tried to go for goal themselves, but James Wilson thought better of it. Saw Herrera was making a brilliant run. Picked him out. Goal. Swansea convincingly beaten. And it looks like they will have a clean sheet today. Manchester United, that is. Shelby. Right now. That is the end of the game. Manchester United, probably their best result of the season so far. They've scored 5 against Club Brugge, but this was an absolutely impeccable performance by Manchester United. And it's working. Whatever Louis van Gaal's philosophy is, some people can't figure it out still. It's starting to work. And I think that man right there, Ander Herrera, is the reason it's working. Such perfect stuff all afternoon from him. And James Wilson, probably my man of the match for so many reasons. The unselfish play with that pass to Herrera was just absolutely majestic to see from a youngster of his age. Swansea convincingly beaten in what probably has to be Manchester United's best result of the season. Swansea City 0, Manchester United 2. The other results coinciding with today's match, with Manchester United's 2-0 win over Swansea. Liverpool beat West Ham by 2-1. Southampton Norwich was 2-2. And Everton beat Spurs by 2-1. Let's have a look at the Barclays Premier League table and what that means. Chelsea now a 2-point lead over Everton, and Manchester United a further point back. Liverpool in 4th with 8 points. Sunderland 5th, West Ham 6th, Southampton 7th. Arsenal climb up to 8th. Stoke City and 9th, Spurs are 10th. The relegation zone is Bournemouth, Swansea City And Watford, after 4, are still no points. The transfer day pretty much nearing its end. Let's have a look at the acquisitions and souls of everybody. Arsenal have been on a pretty good spending spree. Over £34.5 million spent on Von Terry and Chemov. For Aston Villa, they actually bought Rava but lost Okor. They actually lost Okor after the match at Manchester United. They lost Okor somewhere. Bournemouth have bought Ryan Shawcross. Chelsea have bought in Mizal and Givanavas but lost nobody, so that'll be crucial for Chelsea. Okor went to Crystal Palace at the end, and they also bought Fernandez, I guess from Swansea City, who played yesterday. No buys or sells for Everton in their window. For Leicester City, they bought Franco and Bruma along with most other people, but no player sold, crucial for a side like Leicester. No buys or sells for Liverpool, which is actually surprising. Manchester City, no ins and lost David Silva. I wonder what that'll mean for their title push this season. Manchester United, we all know the story that's dominating deadline day today. The £36 million offer has been accepted, and Anthony Martial from AS Monaco is a Manchester United player. That is undoubtedly the big story over this transfer window. 19 years old, £36.5 million. Anthony Martial, the striker, a Manchester United player, along with Sergio Berhinho, Danny Rose, Yednav, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Sergio Romero, among others. So much buying and selling for Manchester United. Selling Di Maria, Valdez, Chicharito, Raphael. Just so many ins and outs for Manchester United to count. Newcastle United, no buys or sells for them. Norwich actually bought Jan Sovolic for £10.5 million. Valquez actually went into Southampton and Ramirez went out. Dzeko came into Spurs in a shock. Edin Dzeko is now a Spurs player, with Danny Rose and Bokeri going out. Ryan Shawcross obviously went to Bournemouth. For Stoke, a couple of players bought in for Stoke, Sunderland, Reed and Dominguez. No players for Swansea going in or out. Towson joins Watford. I think Towson was from somewhere, I can't really remember. West Brom lost Berhinho to Manchester United. West Ham lost Reed. And that is that. We are done. Many teams linked with Thomas Muller, and I don't think anyone has got him. So Thomas Muller remains at Bayern Munich, unlike his teammate Bastian Schweinsteiger, who joined Manchester United. The big story on deadline day is Anthony Martial. The 19-year-old is a Manchester United player, and Manchester City have lost David Silva to Barcelona.